Here's a boxing workout to help you build that ultra lightning speed. Hope you're having a great day. Let's get straight into it. Now, the workout is extremely basic. It's going to be punching a heavy bag, whatever punching bag size that you have, you're going to hit it for 3 10-minute rounds. In between each round, you're going to rest about 1 to 2 minutes, not too long. Now, the name of the game for these 10-minute rounds is you're going to hit it nice and slow and controlled. For me, okay? This is just my suggestion. Now, for my subscribers, you already know that I gained some size from the Gladiator body program. My arms got thicker, my legs got thicker, and yes, that did hinder the speed a bit. Now that the program is over, I'm going to get back to my Bruce Lee explosiveness, really get back that speed. And for me to do it, I'm going to go back to what I used to do back when I was fighting mixed martial arts, and that's hitting the heavy bag really slow. It doesn't matter what size the punching bag is. What it comes down to is continuous punching at a lower intensity for a longer duration of time. When it comes to building speed, for me, I like to go nice and slow and work on just being smooth. When I do this, my muscles, just think of it as like, when you build up your muscles, you kind of get this tightness. When you want to throw your hands out there with speed, you need a good sense of fluidity and smoothness. How do I achieve this fluidity? Just by going slower, punching the bag at a lower intensity, but just keeping the volume high and just mixing it up, moving and grooving. The name of the game is to just keep moving. Now, this is just my martial artist bro science. When it comes down to really building that speed, building your technique, when you're really just going balls to the wall, gung-ho, just burning yourself out, yes, your muscles are going to get tight, which will slowly decrease your performance and your ability to be fast. But when you go slower and you don't let the muscles fatigue too much, you can kind of feel your looseness and that springiness, that snap. When it comes to throwing your hands, even with the kicks, like the more you practice slower at a much smoother speed, you can feel that elasticity within your muscles to just be a spring. So for these 3 10-minute rounds, less intensity, higher volume. Now, same goes with my philosophy. When you're in there and you're starting to fatigue and you want to throw a punch, if you're not used to being fluid and just mixing it up, moving and grooving, that hesitation, that gun shy that you get on top of being already like gassed out and fatigued, it's gonna manifest in your body, and that's really gonna hold you back. When you have that gun shyness because you're like just gassing out, winded out, and you just don't know what to throw, it will show, and that will really draw back on your speed. You're gonna just be afraid, like you don't want to step in, get tagged, and like you don't know which way to go, and that just brain fog along with the physical exhaustion, that will really hold back your speed. So when you're just moving and grooving for these 10 minutes, just throwing punches in bunches at a lower intensity, this will really help your mind to click and be much more flowing with whatever comes at you. Right there, I think this is the second round. I'm just moving and grooving. Like I said, just throwing 1 2 1 2s, moving my head. For you beginners out there, if you don't know what to throw, good. Just do your best to just keep moving. Like I said, lower intensity, more punches, and doing your best to just get your muscles, your body, and your mind acclimated with keeping busy for 10 minutes straight. And to be real with you, in the end, a lot of the speed does come from physicality. A lot of people are born with just God-given speed. But if you don't have that gift of speed, the next best thing for you to be extremely fast is to know your punches in and out like the back of your hand. Different angles, different levels. Right-handed, left-handed, continuously just throwing punches out there. Different angles, different speeds, like I said, and just moving, grooving, getting your mind to click. This will be your next best bet to really gaining that speed. Yes, you can do a lot of strength and conditioning, this and that, but for specifics, getting faster with your punches, in the end, always the fight training, a little slower intensity and just throwing and throwing and throwing those combinations, throwing odd combinations, getting yourself in different positions where you're uncomfortable and just throwing those punches, letting your mind click. This, for me, I've used with clients that I trained one-on-one, just a slower intensity and just having them throw punches in bunches, and it really drastically improved their speed. When we sparred a little down the line, like a month into their training, they really looked extremely good. Their punches had much more snap on it. They were more comfortable in their angles, and that's just because I made them just punch and punch and punch and punch, not to exhaust themselves out, but more so to really just build that mind to muscle memory and just get them comfortable with throwing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of punches. That way, under pressure, they already know what to do because they've thrown punches over and over in a relaxed state, punches in bunches at a slower intensity. Now, to end it all, of course, 3 10-minute rounds on a punching bag, whether it's a heavy bag, whether it's like my bag, a homemade bag, it's about 50 pounds. Your muscles are going to get a little tight. And to really get that speed, as I said, you really want to have those relaxed muscles. So jumping rope for 10 minutes to end, it's really going to help alleviate all that tension that you got in there from just that slow and controlled punching. If you're a beginner, that's going to be extremely hard, just keeping those punches going for 10 minutes. So the jumping rope is just the last effort to really help you to stay light on your toes, relaxed, and coordinated. And for me, this is the ticket to really building that ultra blinding speed. Is just the coordination and your ability to be relaxed, have great cardio. That will snap everything out. And that is a basic rundown workout of how to build speed. 3 10-minute rounds on a heavy bag. Rest about 1 minute to 2 minutes in between each round. Be sure to keep the intensity lower, but keep those punches in bunches. Then 10 minutes of jumping rope, just to let the body, the blood flow even more, get that coordination. And just always remember, train hard and be kind.